My family settled in Union County, Indiana in 1822, on land overlooking the Whitewater River Valley and the town of Brownsville. Brownsville's claim to fame was the second oldest covered bridge in the state of Indiana. It was built in 1840. My father was born, lived, and died on that farm, as did his father and his father before him. My mom and dad were married in 1947 and were blessed with two adorable little girls, my sisters. And then 10 years later, I came along. Our family was a very traditional farm family. Each year we would gather at the local 4-H fairgrounds for a family reunion. When I was 6, my mother left our father. She had her reasons. Looking back, there was enough blame to go around. She took me and my two sisters for a new life in the big city of Richmond, just 18 miles away. From age 6 until my early 20s, I did not hear from my father. No cards at Christmas or birthdays, no calls, and no visits. He remarried, and it was made very clear that his new wife did not welcome my return to the farm. After graduating from high school, I went looking for opportunities and excitement, and I found them in the really big city, Indianapolis. In the summer of 1985, the Indianapolis Star contacted me for an interview for an upcoming article. I agreed, but only with the understanding that my name was not to be used. A few days later, on a Sunday, the article came out. On the front page, above the fold, the 5th paragraph read, "Kent Henry, owner of Talbot Street, one of the Midwest's most popular gay discos." While I was out in Indy, I had not come out back home to my family and friends, including my mother and father. On that Sunday, my mother called, and we started an open, accepting, and loving new chapter in our relationship. Later that day, for the first time in my life, my father called me. He did not speak of the article, we just had small talk. But he did let me know that any contact with him was, well, not a good idea. I went on with my life. I left the gay bar business in 1986 and then moved to Key West. I did hear from my father over the years, a call here and there, and I would return to the farm about once every 5 years. It was awkward, to say the very least. The last time I saw my father was the day after my mother's funeral. I had called him and asked him to attend. He declined. I think this photo shows we were both in our own pain. A few years later, I received a call informing me that my father had died. He was 83. His wife instructed the funeral home not to inform us of his death. I was not even given the opportunity to return for my father's funeral. As far as I was concerned, that chapter of my life was now closed. But then, and I must say, much to my surprise, I was informed that my father had left our family farm to me and my two sisters. My emotions were overwhelming, but I wasn't sure why. I returned to Brownsville and the farm from Key West. Brownsville was pretty much the way I'd left it some 40 years before. The old covered bridge, well, it was gone. But there, just over the river, still stood the house that my mother and father built. The house that I was born in, and the house that my father died in. I was flooded with memories, feelings, and emotions. But then I realized the emotion I was feeling was my coming into touch with the me that I had disconnected from, my heritage, where I came from, a part of me that still existed deep down inside. Knowing I was gay, I had removed that part of me. I felt that because I was gay, I would not be accepted. But it was also a feeling that I wasn't worthy. To live a life feeling unworthy because of who you are? I now know I can enjoy a day on the beach and a night dancing with the boys in Key West, but still also enjoy taking a walk through corn that is knee-high by the 4th of July and spending the day at the county fair. And on a lighter note, on looking through my old photos and movies, that's me with my Uncle Ed. Well, it's obvious I'm going to be a top. And then there's that old theory about gay men setting fashion trends. Well, there I am, wearing the pants down, showing the underwear look in Union County, Indiana in 1963.